It's come to my attention that many innocent members of the American public have been encountering angry mobs of leftists in the streets and making the vital mistake of attempting communication only to be met with accusations of their being a Nazi or a fascist. Many are left speechless, dumbfounded. Others make another mistake and try to engage only to get yelled at a little more. So I've taken upon myself to research these people, track their movements, learn their ways, see if any rules of civilized communication actually apply, and if they do, how to use them. I am here to answer the age-old question, how do you debate the leftist mob? Here's what I found. After a bit of research, I compiled a list of the general beliefs held by the leftist mob. Did the very same thing for the leader of the Nazi Party, Adolf Hitler. Now, given their constant usage of the term Nazi as an insult, you'd naturally assume that their core beliefs and values would lie in stark opposition to those of Adolf Hitler himself, wouldn't you? Let's compare and contrast. The angry leftists are generally socialists or democratic socialists. They promote the censorship of independent journalists who don't agree with them. They love the eugenics program that is Planned Parenthood, hate the Jewish-occupied state of Israel, support gun grabbing and repealing the Second Amendment, and most wholeheartedly support a government's power to mandate wearable items under the threat of punishment. Adolf Hitler himself was a socialist, made government-controlled media propaganda into a science, instituted his very own eugenics program, hated the Jews, did a nationwide gun grab, and then divided the population, labeling the unclean with a wearable star to identify them as such.
I think we found ourselves a clue.
With such an obviously contradictory standpoint being taken so seriously, I concluded that there were only a couple explanations.
Everyone here is a crazy person.
One, that we're all being punked, and year 2020 is actually opposite year, or all reason and logic has just gone out the window. For the purpose of this presentation, I'm just going to assume the latter. So, without any functional brains, a logical debate is going to be out the window too. So, in order to counter the mob, I suggest we regress, like first grade regression. Debate down. Get down on their level. Remember, simple minds require simple lines. I truly believe people undervalue classic, immature comebacks. And in this situation, I feel they may be the best way to go. So the next time the mob comes at you calling you a Nazi, here are a few simple rebuttals you can use. Potential rebuttal number 1. I know you are, but what am I? Pros, it's an awesome comeback. Another pro, it can be repeated multiple times in order to up the annoyance factor. Cons, there are none. This one's my favorite. Potential rebuttal number 2, an old favorite. They who smelt it, dealt it. Pros, another classic. Also, it rhymes, so it'll be easy to remember in a pinch. Cons, it is a decent response to being called a Nazi fascist. But let's not forget the IQ of the people that you may be debating. They may actually think you're talking about farts, so use carefully. Rebuttal 3, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you. Pros, it's another rhyme. Cons, it is a little long, so you do risk not being able to get it out in time to counter the barrage of personal insults and virtue signals you're bound to be met with. So if this is the case, I recommend my next rebuttal, which is, why don't you look in the mirror? If you're really dedicated, have a handheld one ready with a black rectangle already drawn in, ready to line up on your new friend's upper lip. Pros, you sound as cool using it as you did in pre-K. Also, there is the potential for the prop usage, which is important because, con, chances are your debate partner probably doesn't own a mirror themselves. Another con, It doesn't rhyme. Now, if you've been standing near large gatherings of virtue-signaling snowflakes for a long period of time, you may experience the side effect of brain cell loss. That's because in mass concentration, these people can form black holes of anti-intelligence. And any form of reason or logic gets sucked over the event horizon and spaghettified. So anything over 2 words may be hard to elaborate. If this is the case, I suggest the ever-effective your mom, e.g., your mom's Hitler, or your mom's a misogynistic fascist. Pros, it's short and sweet. Also, personal and family insults are a favorite debate tactic of the left, so this could be very effective. Cons, there is a small chance they may not even understand the word, as many of these people's mothers have long since disowned them. If they do understand the word, there is a very small but real risk it could cause an odd reaction. In rare events, the word mom can trigger an automatic response in which the debater will robotically begin quoting a Vice article verbatim, detailing how the word mom is an offensive and sexist term created by the patriarchy in order to assert dominance by forcing women into the unnatural positions of nurturing and childbearing. If this happens, run. The IQ black hole has spread, and any rebuttal illustrating facts, statistics, historical, or scientific insights will immediately get sucked in and disappear forever, because in the face of the patriarchy, none of that matters. It's been shown time and time again that logic, reason, statistics, and proof provided by historical documentation doesn't serve much of a purpose in a debate with the leftist mob. I really hope this presentation has given you all the insight and information needed so that next time you'll actually be able to engage with them on a level they'll understand. Until next time, happy debating.
Disclaimer. This video was made purely in jest and only halfway represents the views of its creator. I in no way endorse the dehumanization of an individual by lumping them all into generalized groups, nor do I support contributing to the division of the people.